Hello, everyone, and welcome to VPP. My name is Dane Rose, and I'm the president here at Vision People Project. I'm going to introduce you to our project through this overview that you have before you. You're welcome to access this same PowerPoint presentation I'll be reviewing here and follow along. Otherwise, just watch. Before we begin, I want to make note of the glossary over here. These are important terms to gain some understanding of. A DAO, DAO, is a decentralized autonomous organization, which is just simple software with set functions that cannot change. A tokenomic is the list of parameters that define the settings and functions of a blockchain token, which we're introducing a token that is no longer speculative, but growth only token. And then blockchain, which is what all of this operates on, an open source, immutable, or unchanging, incorruptible structure with a publicly recorded and verifiable ledger for all transactions. Very secure, amazing, miraculous technology that will be implemented in the very near future. VPP is an innovative education product operating on a smart contract system called a DAO. We are introducing a new type of tokenomic called a growth-only token, which breaks the current speculative system of today's cryptocurrencies. And we are implementing an immutable cash flow model with a high incentive referral system. After users take our courses, they catch into a community group net where you can connect with professionals, other users, and grow together amidst a multitude of fields. We'll review those in a second. The end user will purchase a course and the DAO handles all the rest. It's super easy. We've got 4 pillars to our company called getting a grip on VPP. When we look at the first option, it's grow. It's a hands-free funnel. It's a VPP personal brand. You have your initial landing page, which leads to a dashboard, but it has everything that you need at a glance to share the product, to inform others, and to educate yourself. When we look at reward, that's where we start to get into our cash flow model. Our users are getting paid, whether they want to or not. It's a VPP smart contract system, and that creates the self-sustained user-controlled reward system. Earn and learn. Education is the informed aspect of getting a grip. It's accomplished through our EduTech learning management system, which has content, assessments, NFT certifications, and it creates a node on our payment processor. Lastly, we have the protect function, which is our diligence research point system. It's a promise of integrity. It's proof of if a company is going to be sustainable, if a project is actually true. It goes into the technicals of how these things function. So if you know the project you're investing in or the tokenomic you're investing in, if it actually is legitimate and it's a service we will offer for free. These are some of the groups that we get into. We have mining groups, trading, gaming and NFT groups, business and mindset groups. And these will build out over time and become more engaging. Next, we're going to go over the learning management system, or the LMS. We've selected to go with an industry-leading software developer called Sovtech. They are known for making bulletproof software that handles money for banks like Nedbank, Standard Bank, Deloitte, and more. We needed guys who can create money managing software people can trust. Our system is quite complex on the function side, but on the design side, it's very simple and easy to navigate. This is the landing page and sales funnel for our LMS. It's new age, future, retro, and appealing to browse. This contains all the information to promote our platform, invite friends and family, and learn about the company. You'll find sections on how to earn more in our education, where to buy our courses, and more. If you click on this red box on the left, it will open up our clickable prototype, which you can access at any time. Next, we have our profile and login pages, which ends on our dashboard. Once logged in, If you've created your account from the course purchase screen, you'll see the Start Learning section up first, next to your interactive referral section on the right. This followed by our community access links, earning reports, and our weekly updates video, which earns you, among many things, points in our system. If you're just now buying a course after creating an account or going to a course you've purchased already, the process is simple and easy. In a few clicks, you can be learning and earning on our micro and macro courses. Now, let's take a look at what our DAO is doing to make this function. To give more detail, a DAO is run by smart contracts that execute a series of instructions without human intervention. And we jokingly say this, but software good, human bad. I say, well, really half jokingly because it's very true. The cash flow model derives from this structure and creates an immutable flow of money from one user to another. We can never access or shift funds once they've come into the platform. No backdoors, no governance tokens, no exchange tokens, nothing. A true DAO, as true as it can get. Completely sovereign. Now, when we look at the cash flow model, it works like this. A payment is made. The DAO immediately distributes 100% of the funds accordingly. You have the payment that enters in. The DAO then makes the transactions immediately across every function it's supposed to perform. And in this case, it's putting 3% of that money into our vendor fees. It's taking 7% of the money that comes in and distributing it to our tokens. It's taking 12% and going to the project, which is the developers and ourselves. It takes 3% to our nonprofit organization for our outreach. And then 75% goes into our node matrix, which is all of our users. Now, what we're going to look at is how that cash flow model works. When the money pays out to our users, obviously the lion's share of the money is going back to all of our users, which is what makes this platform so powerful. And we accomplish this through what we call our atomic matrix because of how it's built. There's a big incentive to share our system because everyone earns whether they like it or not. People who love sharing and people who don't share at all still benefit. Looking at this table and visual diagram, you can begin to understand how the matrix is formed for the entire system and for each individual. Each level can only have so many users before it has to move to the next, meaning referrals and new users are placed below other referrals, new users are placed below other users, and so on. And this creates the cash flow regardless of referral or where they were referred from. That's a mouthful. Each level still pays 5%. You can see the cash flow model operating in a simplistic way from this diagram on the right, whereas new nodes are created, they pay up. So what does this mean? Each new purchase creates a node on the blockchain. Every node is coded as a parent to the two children below and a child to the one above. Each parent will only have 2 child nodes maximum. So a child will never pay another child. Each new child pays 5% to every consecutive parent up to 15 levels. And you can see that happening here where this parent had this child became a parent to this child became a parent to this child, and it's paying up like this. So this child would have paid to that one, and to that one. And it functions all in the same system that you see here. From the first person who joins to the last person who joins, they all open up into a atomic matrix just like this on an individual basis, connecting to one big whole. We've created a massive marketing vehicle for our education platform here by leaning in on our cash flow model and universal system of all users benefiting all users. We call it the VPP Rewards Program. What is it? It's the largest vehicle for distribution and wealth retention available to businesses small and large. We're solving a problem that isolates consumers to only earn rewards based on what they spend. Um, we are removing the need for multiple different reward systems, tracking and spending, and ending the search for an incentive to create customer loyalty. And we're accomplishing this with a bolt-on solution. And we'll go over that here in just a moment. But what are the problems being solved with this program? Well, like I said, we're getting rid of competing rewards programs in the same industry. In fact, all of the industries using this rewards program will benefit each other. If one car shop is using it and the same one on the same streets using it, it actually gives the opportunity for both of them to share the customers and share the rewards as a company. And so customers don't have to have big bulging wallets with rewards cards all over the place. You don't have to worry about losing your rewards card or phone number and then no longer having rewards. It's all handled through a blockchain smart contract and digital wallets. There's no more need for people to qualify for memberships or company cards. They benefit from actually qualifying everyone who comes into their store. And people don't have to spend money to be rewarded. In fact, they grow with the business. If the business is doing better, if the business is making more money, they will also make more money. And companies are limited to market only their own reward system. Imagine if they were connected to something that other businesses are marketing for them too. It creates a unique system where there's no longer competition, but only teamwork. And so existing reward systems are uninspiring, right? There's also no vehicle to reward the company. And so that's what we've created here by just packaging our education product into a rewards program. And what does that look like? Well, our rewards program is plug and play. It's user friendly and it's described as a customer growth platform. What we're doing is increasing companies' revenue with no upfront costs by adding blockchain technology to help build their business up. What we want to do is add more value to literally any business with a bolt-on solution. Customers earn new currency to spend on goods and services that the company offers. The company captures new revenue from customers averaging about $300 annually per sign-up of new income streams. This can mean millions of dollars more for a company, not only from the signups themselves, but from the money your customers earn to spend with you. And an example I have listed here is if a company signs up 1,000 new customers per month, they'll earn $90,000 annually in sign-up revenue, plus $3.6 million in additional new sales revenue from the currencies that the customers can now spend seamlessly at this facility. So how does this work exactly? Well, we inject this platform into regular operations of businesses. Minimal training required. We do the full setup. Upfront costs are waived. There's no hassle and it's quick to integrate. This offers tremendous loyalty to customers while generating new revenue streams. All we're going to do is inject a crypto to USD gateway so that the company's not dealing with any actual crypto assets. They're only accepting crypto assets that translate into USD in their bank account immediately. We issue them a company QR code that the customer scans. The customer does their own wallet setup. The company never has to touch it or deal with it. We introduce a optional custom token system, which operates as an incentive. And lastly, just like a warranty at Walmart, we handle the customer's issues third party through our customer support system. And when we look at the gateway called CoinEver, which is our gateway to allow crypto to USD deposits for a business, it's completely hands-off. Customers make the purchase through a company QR code. Customers connect to the smart contract with a simple account setup, and they access our education to learn how to use and spend the currencies, and then they start spending. Simple as that. We have the optional growth-only token incentive for businesses to encourage users to come back and spend those currencies, because they are being paid in USDT, so they need some additional incentive, or you can add an additional incentive to bring them back. It's a hands-free setup, and it's customizable supply and liquidity to launch with. So the business is in full control of how that operates. We just want to give them the opportunity. And it's a simple and easy marketing package for the education, where it's now considered free education with the purchase of the rewards program rather than just buying the education. It's the same exact thing, it's just a vehicle. So when we look at this rewards program, it is game changing. Now that you've got a pretty good idea of what VPP is creating here, all we have to do is talk about how you can support our project and help fuel us up, because we're very close here. You can choose your purchase route of either seeds or reserved nodes. Seeds are a $100 support package with payouts from the first 100,000 macro node sales. Seed holders will also receive our growth only token that we'll be introducing that earns from everything that we sell. Reserved nodes are purchased from either the macro or the micro, which is the first in line spots to earn from the full strength of our launch without lifting a finger, totally hands off. Now, if you're looking into buying a seed, this is how they're sold. Seeds are sold in phases with payouts that range. Our phase 1 seed holders will receive 100% of their purchase back every 25,000 macro nodes we sell. This would total to a 400% payout by our last milestone. Now, seeds are the only things receiving our growth only tokens. Spots will not. That's important to identify. Phase 2 will receive 75% per milestone. Phase 3, 50% per milestone, leading to a 2x at the end of that one. And then phase 4 is only growth only tokens will be purchasable for the remaining seed amounts. Now, these are your purchase options. $100 will get you a seed, and you can buy those in as many increments as you want. It's all achieved through a jot form payment, which is right on our website. If you click buy seeds from the website, it will open up this jot form. For $1,000, you can get one of our level 6 micro matrix spots. And this will be accomplished through a bank wire with contract. And there are only 31 of these at this time of this video remaining. The number will dwindle as people continue to make purchases. We just introduced these. The level 6 macro spots, which to identify the two is the micro is a $30 course, the macro is a $500 course, and they have the same cash flow model of 5% per level. The margins are much larger, therefore the payouts are much larger. So there's a stark difference in those prices, but there's also a much higher reward for the macro than there is for the micro. Thus the difference in price. So for 1K, you get one of those micro spots. For 20K, you get one of those macro spots. Very valuable. There's only 15 of those remaining. Those have been the most commonly purchased. And of course, we did just introduce the micro, so those are new. And then 100K will get you a 5% equity from the project macro levels, which will earn you an equal share of the profits generated from our top nodes that we retain, from our partner level percentages that come in from the DAO on all transactions, regardless of where they come from, as well as a company level on the micro. So you receive 5% from anywhere our company makes money. That is a very, very powerful position to be in. This is also achieved through a bank wire with a contract, and there are only 4 spots remaining. Thanks for checking out our project, and we hope you'll join hands with us to change lives around the world. This is a project for the people, by the people, so help us enrich, educate, and grow people around the globe. Thank you so much.